When it comes to Justin and Hailey Bieber, it seems the internet never takes a day off. Every glance, every post, even a missing wedding ring can send fans spiraling into speculation. But this time, instead of staying quiet or pretending not to notice, Justin and Hailey decided to answer back. And the way they did it left everyone talking. No clickbait headlines, no emotional interviews, just a pair of raw, emotional social media posts that peeled back the curtain on what life is really like inside the eye of the storm. And it turns out the real story might be even more complicated and even more inspiring than anyone expected. For months, whispers about Justin and Hailey's marriage have been gaining volume. TikTokers analyzing body language, gossip blogs posting blind items about secret fights, anonymous insiders claiming the Biebers were faking it for appearances. At first, it was easy to ignore. Rumors come with the territory when you're young, rich, and famous. But the whispers grew louder. Every time Justin canceled an appearance, every time Hailey looked a little tired in a paparazzi photo, a new wave of theories would crash in. Were they secretly separated? Was Justin struggling more than fans realized? Was Hailey carrying the weight alone? Speculation grew so wild that some fans even began suggesting timelines for an alleged inevitable divorce, all without a shred of proof. And then, when the noise hit its peak, Justin and Hailey finally answered, in their own way. On a quiet Sunday afternoon, Hailey posted a photo carousel on Instagram, and it was anything but random. The first image showed her smirking slightly into the camera, a look that was half amused, half defiant. The caption was simple but razor sharp. "May your email never find me." It felt like a wall being thrown up against the constant invasion of her personal life, a way of saying, "You don't get access to me anymore." But it was the final slide that truly set the internet on fire. A throwback photo of Angelina Jolie in her legendary Girl, Interrupted role, with the words boldly splashed across it, "It won't work. I'm literally crazy." In that one image, Hailey told her haters everything they needed to hear, and maybe a few things they didn't want to. She wasn't crumbling. She wasn't defeated. She was standing firm, perfectly aware of how the internet tries to twist reality into something dark and sensational, and refusing to play along. Fans immediately flooded the comments. "The last slide, OMG Queen," one screamed. "They're going to take the last slide and run with it," warned another. And sure enough, blogs and gossip pages exploded. Every photo seemed to hint at something deeper. A picture of Hailey wearing tired-looking eye patches, a 3-olive martini, a candle burning in a Zen garden. Each image layered meaning on meaning. Exhaustion, resilience, peace, chaos. It wasn't just a post. It was a silent declaration. You might think you know me. You don't. At almost the exact same time Hailey was posting her cryptic carousel, Justin Bieber was writing something a little different. A public love letter to the idea of real, unconditional love. His Instagram post felt less like a statement and more like a confession. "Yeah, that pressure, I can feel it too," he wrote. "It's heavy because it's not pure love, it's expectation." He talked about the silent, invisible weight that people rarely see, but celebrities feel every day. The demand to be endlessly accessible, endlessly grateful, endlessly on, even when you have nothing left to give. Fans immediately noticed the deeper layer. Justin is still grieving the recent loss of his grandfather, a painful personal moment made even harder by the relentless pace of public life. Some speculated that the grief had cracked open something deeper in him, something raw and urgent. "Real love doesn't force. Real love never demands you to break yourself to make someone else comfortable," he wrote. "Pressure is not the voice of Jesus. He leads, he invites, he never shoves. It wasn't just about social media critics. It was about living in a world that mistakes access for love, attention for connection. It was about protecting what matters, even if that means disappointing people who only see you as a product. What made their posts even more powerful wasn't just what they said, it's that they seemed completely, unwaveringly united. For years, critics have tried to drive a wedge between them. Every glance, every awkward red carpet moment, every tired expression has been twisted into evidence of some hidden rift. But Justin's words about Hailey were crystal clear. Honestly, if I was you, it would be hard not to be jealous of me and Hailey going Brazil. It's really up for us, and that's understandable why people can't stand it. I don't blame them. It was a rare, almost mischievous moment of honesty. He wasn't angry. He wasn't playing victim. He was just stating the obvious. Their bond is real. It's strong. And that kind of connection, genuine, imperfect, and hard fought, tends to attract envy. Even as they raise their son, even as they quietly build their businesses and future behind the scenes, the outside world keeps trying to tear them down. But if anything, the attacks seem to be pushing them closer together, not pulling them apart. Haley, especially, seems to have found a new fire in the way she deals with public scrutiny. Back in March, she fired her first shot at the rumor machine, writing, "Just FYI, the stories and constant blind items I see on TikTok are 100% of the time wrong, made out of thin air, come from the land of delusion." It was a rare moment of directness from someone who has usually kept her head down. But enough was enough. The constant waves of lies, half-truths, and manufactured drama had finally crossed a line. She wasn't asking for understanding. She was demanding it, or at least carving out her own space to breathe. And when you add the personal struggles she's been dealing with, including living with two painful ovarian cysts, the quiet strength behind her Instagram posts becomes even clearer. She's not fighting just for her image anymore. She's fighting for her peace. At the heart of it all, beyond the Instagram posts and the headlines, is a much bigger battle, one that every famous person eventually faces. The battle between the life people think you're living and the real one you're fighting for every day. Justin's essay captured that invisible war better than any interview ever could. There are times when the best thing you can do is stay rooted in what God is doing inside you instead of trying to meet an outside expectation. He wrote, "It's a simple but devastatingly true idea. You can't live your life for strangers. You can't pour yourself empty just because the crowd demands it. You can only stay true to what's real, even if that means being misunderstood." For Justin and Hailey, fame will always be a double-edged sword. It gives them opportunities, platforms, careers, but it also costs them privacy, normalcy, and sometimes even the right to grieve without judgment. But lately, they seem to be learning a powerful truth. You don't win by explaining yourself. You win by surviving and thriving in spite of it all. When the world is watching, the easiest thing to do is perform. Smile, pretend, play along. But Justin and Hailey Bieber aren't playing anymore. They're living. And maybe, just maybe, that's the boldest move of all.